Akainu will lure Luffy to Marineford through a public execution, but not of just one person. Sengoku did that to Whitebeard with Ace. Akainu's fate will consist of Law, Bartolomeo and Jozu. I have gathered evidence for why it will be exactly those three. I was always convinced that Marineford would be repeated, but I couldn't figure out whose execution Luffy would have to prevent. Many call Sabo an Ace replacement, so the natural thing was to assume that Sabo would fall into Akainu's hands. It looked like that was what had happened at Marijoa at first, yet Luffy's brother managed to escape. I then had a realization. I made a video where I called Bartolomeo Ace 2.0 and speculated that his capture would trigger Luffy attacking the Navy. This was partly correct, but it isn't the whole story. Ace 2.0 are two more people. Law and Jozu will get captured as well. Each one of them parallels Ace in his own way. Ace and Barto. Ace liked to talk about his younger brother, not just to Whitebeard. Even Yamato, who he had just met, had to hear about Luffy. Telling strangers about Luffy is also a hobby of Bartolomeo. In Whitebeard's crew, Ace was the commander of the 2nd Division. In Luffy's Grand Fleet, Barto is the commander of the 2nd ship. Before he joined Whitebeard, Ace was the captain of the Spade Pirates. Barto is the captain of the Barto Club. Club and Spade are both playing card symbols. More on that later. Ace and Jozu. Jozu is also a former division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. I suspect that Jozu's father is Commander-in-Chief Kong. Both are dark-skinned, very tall, extremely muscular, broad-chested and have tripart goatees. The two are mostly seen with their arms crossed. Also, Kongu means diamond. If they are related, it would mean that a captured Jozu could receive a visit from Kong in Impel Down. The dialogue between them would resemble that of Ace and Garp before Marineford. Ace and Law, both were orphans. Super rookies got offered warlord status and have D's in their names. Law is concealing his full name. Ace is hiding his father's family name. What is happening to Law right now, his battle against Blackbeard, resembles Ace's fight against the same man. Back then, Blackbeard was gunning for Luffy, but Ace found him first. In the recent events, Blackbeard was not targeting Law specifically. Luffy or Kid would also have been fine with him. Blackbeard brought the same people that had accompanied him to Barnaro Island, Doc Q, Orga and Burgess. Okay, one is missing, Lafitte, but the Demon Sheriff, while present, still stayed out of the fight against Ace. Burgess did not. He threw a building on Ace, and recently he threw a mountain on Law. Ace being the captain of the Spade Pirates is a pun on the Ace of Spades, also known as the Death card. It was a hint for his coming demise at Marineford. Doflamingo gave his 4 most important executives titles named after Spade, Club, Heart and Diamond. Ace, Barto, Law and Jozu parallel those 4. In Luffy's case, people close to him, linked to playing cards, will face execution and are not his executives. Pika held the Spade seat. Ace was captain of the Spade Pirates. He is also Luffy's brother. Just like Rosinante, the holder of one of the other seats, was Doffy's. Rosinante was killed by Doffy. Luffy probably blames himself for the death of Ace. Rosinante occupied the Heart seat. Law leads the Heart Pirates now. He had a deep relationship with Rosinante and was also his designated successor by Doflamingo. Trebol sat on the club seat. Bartolomeo didn't follow the usual naming scheme for pirate crews. His is not called Bartolomeo Pirates, but Barto Club. Club seat holder and Barto Club captain even had the same occupation. Barto was a gang leader in East Blue before he witnessed Luffy surviving Buggy's execution attempt. Trebol was a gang leader in North Blue before he encountered Doflamingo and witnessed him using Conqueror's Haki. The Diamond seat belonged to Diamante. So far, we don't know of a crew named the Diamond Pirates. But there is Diamond Jozu. Diamante's fruit is called the Hira Hira no Mi. Hira means diamond in Hindi. So you could say that both Diamante and Diamond Jozu are the users of a diamond fruit. Jozu's fruit is called Kira Kira no Mi. Only one letter difference. Kira and Hira. My claim is that the Ace 2.0 Trinity, Jozu, Law and Barto, will get put on a scaffold in New Marineford. Law is right now getting beaten by Blackbeard. Barto has angered Shanks, who is on his way to teach him a lesson. Jozu lost his comrades and is on his own against world government and Blackbeard. It doesn't require a lot of imagination to see that all 3 could easily fall into Akainu's hands. Many assume Blackbeard wants Law to give him the Eternal Youth operation, but there is no indication that Blackbeard is even aware of this ability. He has only shown interest in the pornoglyphs. What he is aware of is the pile of money the government would pay for Law. He has just started building his empire. He needs resources. If he gives Law to the Navy, he would receive 8 billion berries. 3 billion are on Law's head, and 5 billion is what the government offers for the operation fruit. Bartolomeo will also get crushed by an emperor. He has burned Red Hair Pirates' flags. Of course, Shanks will not hand Barto over to the Navy. What could happen though is that the Navy stumbles upon the beaten Barto. They could then arrest him without much effort. The ship that Ryokugyu called when he arrived in Wano could still be around, for example. Alternatively, the citizens of the island he's on could bring the unconscious Barto to the next Navy base to collect his bounty. If those three are captured, a public execution would be justified. Barto is seen as a close confidant of Emperor Luffy. Law is a dangerous pirate on his own and a former warlord that betrayed the government. Jozu was one of the leaders of possibly the largest assault on the navy ever, when Whitebeard went to Marineford. Akainu wanted to finish the Whitebeard pirates off, but Sengoku stopped the bloodshed. Now Akainu could try to do to Jozu what he was prevented from last time. It is not just the card thing that binds those four together. I already went through the additional connections between Ace and the others, but even among the rest, there are parallels. Ace, Law, Barto and Jozu not just stand for the 4 playing card suits, they also cover all the 4 seas. Ace is from South Blue, Law is from North Blue, Barto is from East Blue and Jozu is from West Blue. Law and Barto were born on the same day, the 6th of October. Barto and Jozu have seemingly impenetrable defenses. Oden couldn't cut through the barrier of a previous user, and Jozu successfully blocked Mihawk's slash. Finally, Jozu and Law both lost an arm in battle. Law could just stitch his back on.